Hi everybody, welcome to another video here in Gardening Little by Little. I'm gardening here in Northeast Florida in Zone 9B. And today it's a beautiful day where we had rain early in the morning, you guys, and everything is nice and rained on, and very happy because the sun is out. And I want to show you a quick tour of the garden of what's blooming and thriving and what other projects I'm about to do for the next few videos. So as I'm talking to you guys right now, there was a wind blown and water from the tree fell on me. So now you can see all this drizzle from the tree, but it's refreshing. It's beautiful out here. The sun is out. I am very shy in talking in front of the camera still, so bear with me. I hope you guys enjoy this video and checking out my backyard gardening here in Florida. All right, so we're gonna start with this viburnum that is blooming here in my shade garden. And oh my goodness, you guys, look at all these pollinators here in this shrub. The flowers have opened. The smell in the air is amazing. It smells like gardenia or jasmine, and all these pollinators are just zooming around this shrub, enjoying this beautiful smell and nectar from the plants. Hi, Indoor. Hi, Indoor. And even the butterflies and moths, as you saw, they're just flying around. It's beautiful. This is why we kept 2 of them here and turned them into little trees. And as soon as you walk inside the gate, you get this beautiful scent that is bringing you to the garden, and it's just gorgeous. Look at this little moth here. Look at this beautiful moth. But yes, if I could describe the smell of this plant, it smells very fragrant, very beautiful. As well as my tea olive shrub that I have here early spring actually is when it starts smelling so beautiful as well. But yeah, good thing we got this area done. On my last video, as you saw, we were able to finish weeding and mulching and just buttoning up this area for these pollinators to come enjoy this beautiful shrub that the blooms have already opened earlier this week. And then my hydrangeas, as you can see, the buds are getting bigger and bigger every day. Amazing. And I just cannot wait to see the colors they're just gonna give me. Like this one looks like it's gonna be a hot pink, and then over here they look like it's gonna be white. And then my beautiful Japanese trees, they are loving this spot. It has filled up the tree, looking beautiful. This is the morning sun that we are getting right now. So the plants are happy. We had to remove the crepe myrtle that I had here because the irrigation was not tall enough to water the plant. So right now it's sitting where it's getting water daily, but we are sure gonna fix this problem because we want to put another bonsai plant here. Ignore this spot. This is the little cleaning area for my dogs. And then put another bonsai plant there. And then this cypress, Italian cypress, it looks like they're coming back for me. Those are the brown spots that I was getting in the front, but I see new growth here, so that's good. Just give it some time. Hopefully I could just use those cypress for winter in my front porch. Another hydrangea. Look at this hosta. Look at this hosta, you guys. It's beautiful with the water from the rain. Beautiful. So I have 3 different hostas in this area. I do not know the names, but they are gorgeous. And my oak leaf hydrangea. I recommend this plant to anybody who sees this video because this is a beautiful oak leaf hydrangea that just does well through the whole year, even changes color in fall. And we are here in Florida, Zone 9B. Look at those blooms. And those leaves are bigger than my hands. Just looking gorgeous. This area is looking amazing. A place that I like to come here in the evenings after work and just check everything out. Oh, beautiful. One of my plans is to spray these hostas with BT for those hungry caterpillars that are gonna be being laid by the moths. So I really gotta do that as soon as possible, because then they're gonna destroy my hostas, and then it's gonna take a little while for them to recuperate from the caterpillars, from the very hungry caterpillars, right? Look at my other hosta. This is like the one that you saw just now. It's just leafing out. My ajuga. Look at those blooms that the plant has dropped. Oh, it's gorgeous. I could hear the buzzing from the bees right now. So beautiful. And then my other hydrangea that looks like it needs water, but it did just rain, so it should be fine. We did got a good amount of water here. And then hydrangeas. Look at my beautiful variegated Japanese maple tree. It's just gorgeous. And look at those stems right here. The stems are like coral colors. And my fern getting new leaves right there. And then here is a milkweed. And I'm actually gonna take this milkweed out because it's not supposed to be there. But those seeds that flow in the air later in the summer just lay everywhere, and well, this is the remnants of it. So this is a milkweed, and let me see, maybe I could take these milkweeds to the milkweed patch and have them grow there instead of throwing them away, you know. And then the rest of it is ajuga, and then some more weeds that needs to be plugged out here sometime soon. And then here is my peanut plant. I really want to get a grow bag so we could put the peanuts in there and it will be easy to harvest. And then finally, look at this bloom. I don't know if you saw it from my last video, but it was very small and now it's all big and opened up, and it's like the only one that's blooming from all these hydrangeas that I have here. I love this hosta. It just keeps on giving. I like this hosta. It's a wavy hosta. It's beautiful. And my hellebore. And as you can see, I got weeds already. I gotta get them from the rhinestones so that way they stop spreading. My Ashworthia here is leafing out for the summer. And my Chinese lantern. It looks like a giant weed. My Japanese maple tree glowing in the sun. My beautiful hostas that I planted on my last video, working on my shade garden, and I was able to repot this Musa Nono pink banana that was given by my mother-in-law. This is when it was sitting on the sun. It's a beautiful banana tree, but it just not likes the sun. So this is a perfect area for it. It gets water daily and it gets shade in the afternoon. Oh my goodness, you guys. I love this beautiful bonsai pot. It's perfect for the cypress that loves to sit on water. So this is a cypress. It's a little tall for its size, but my husband is the bonsai expert. Next year he's gonna cut this tree in half, and when it's dormant, and help the diameter from the trunk here get bigger. So yeah, these are plants that like to sit on water. This is my little lime hydrangea, looking so pretty. And then I do have a plant here. I don't know the name of it, but it's a beautiful flower. And yeah, I can't wait for it to start leafing out. It's a tropical plant too, so I can't wait to show you my hydrangeas here. It looks like it gets a little afternoon sun, but I mean, it will do fine. Variegated hibiscus plant. I mean, it's beautiful. It's unique. And my hosta mighty mouse, looking gorgeous. Obviously, some weeds wants to take over it. No, thank you, not today. Okay, we'll get those later. But yep, I could divide this one. See, I have two in here. I had a different one too, another Mighty Mouse, but it kind of died over the winter. It didn't came back for me. I do really need to come and prune this tree and make it look pretty. Right now, hold on. Not a good angle right now, but it's a beautiful tree. I'm trying to show you a good angle of the tree here. And then I have Chicago fig bonsai here, a ficus bonsai pot, and then two little small, very small banana trees. And they do have a special name for them. I think it's dwarf banana, mighty small banana tree, something like that. It's just a cute name. All right, so this area is another project that I'm gonna work on soon. But first we gotta fix the irrigation over here somehow. So once we fix the irrigation, we're gonna extend the bed all the way to here, to the edge of the walkway here. And yeah, it's gonna look gorgeous. For now, it's just holding on to some pots that I have here, which as you can see, we have a ginger, and we have a few gingers here that will be nice to give away. So we got ginger plants here that we propagated from our own ginger that we took care of over the winter. Oh, this is actually a turmeric. So this is a turmeric, and I cannot wait to take this out and divide it and make more turmeric out of it. And then these ones are ginger, so that's pretty exciting. Ginger is a really fun and easy plant to propagate and grow. This is my curly fry hosta that I was able to save from construction from the pavers installation. And this is my Woolala hosta that gets so mighty, probably like 24 to 36 inches big. Yes, it's a big hosta. And this hosta, I want to put it here in this area after we are done fixing this irrigation problem. This is my avocado plant that we've been taking care of for the last 3 or 4 years now. It's doing good. We potted it into a bigger pot here. We did have to put a paver there because, you know, it was falling from the harsh winds that we had last time. But it's getting water, it's getting shade and sun, so it's very, very happy. And this is my tea olive tree shrub that I have here, and it's one of my favorite ones. Now it's gonna have all this space to grow and be happy. And then these are the bonsai plants that we had to move from the other area, making sure they have enough water, and until we fix that irrigation to make it taller so it could water the plants. They're gonna sit here, enjoy this beautiful pond. My cold-blooded koi fish who have done very good over the winter. Yeah, these are really good koi fish. And then right here I have a loach. He has gotten so big since we got him and seems to be very happy. We do have a lot of little minnows in there, you know, little mosquito fish in there. We do have some orange minnows, but I really don't see them often. So you know, this pond is not a perfectly beautiful pond, you know, like everybody would like to have, but I just wanted to have some water sound here in the garden. And from that water sound came an idea of starting a koi fish pond. And at the moment, we didn't want to be digging in the ground. So we found this, you know, Rubbermaid big tub at Tractor Supply. And I was gonna get a metal one, but I'm kind of glad we got this Rubbermaid tote instead, and we were able to successfully make a pond out of it. And we actually DIY'd a filter here full of rocks, and a filter in the water that collects water and takes it to those rocks in that tote where the rocks are, and brings the water, cleans up the water and brings it down here. And that's why we were able to grow some plants in there, because they do feed out of the fish poop that the toad collects and turns it into something good. So we were able to make this beautiful koi pond here. And so yeah, they've been so good. We've been having this tank here for almost 2 years now, and we've been collecting koi fish as we see them fit, and beautiful koi fish that we love, fall in love with, and we just bring them home. And little by little, we just started growing this little family of koi and a loach. But yep, I just love having the sound of water here in the garden. And I feel like koi also bring the vibe of the Zen Japanese gardens as well, as this little bell here that you hear when the wind blows. So I really hope you guys enjoy my little koi here in the pond. We do have them protected in the afternoon shade from this tree. Oh, there's a minnow right there. The crazy one was a minnow, orange minnow. My beautiful Japanese whipping tree. Let me take that leaf off. The magnolia tree from my neighbor's side looks like it's dropping some leaves. And then this is a lemongrass that came from me from last year, and I cannot wait for it to get big and bush out. But right now, like I said, we're gonna work on this area. So yep, we're showing you the before right now, and then hopefully we get to work on this area in a video soon. And then, as you can see, I'm collecting mulch here for my next project that is coming soon. Look at this beautiful Chinese viburnum tree or shrub that I was able to bring with me from Virginia, and I didn't have a place to put it, but I did not want to give it away because I know that it gives this beautiful white blooms in the spring, early summer. And yeah, I always see this tree on other gardeners' garden, and I just think it's such a beautiful, beautiful plant to have. And then I plant some ajuga around it. We'll see. We'll see it bloom this year, but if not, it usually blooms early spring. And you see, such a happy plant. I put fresh soil, fertilizer, so hopefully soon it opens up its buds. Oh, look at this one. Look at this baby one. Such a cutie. And then all opened up. Gorgeous. This is an oregano plant that came from me from last year. I thought it died, but without touching it, it came back from me, so that's pretty cool. And then this is a pink lemonade. And look at those ants loving those blooms from the flowers that the pink lemonade is giving. So ants are really good pollinators as well. And look at this beautiful leaf here. Ooh, but man, those thorns are sharp. And then I just planted with some creeping Jenny around this plant too. You know, I just like to have some ground covers in pots. I think it's gorgeous, a nice mulching solution to have here too, because it helps, you know, keep the soil nice and moist. As you can see, that's pretty cool. So going back to the pond, I have another Woolala hosta here that is gonna cover this barrel, and it's just gonna fill up that area and look so beautiful. This is a nice trident maple tree, and I have some beautiful hostas around it. Let me go show you. Some beautiful hostas. Look at those hostas. They came from me from last year, and I do have their special names here written. Oh, it's really down there. This one's called Wiggles and Squiggles, and this one is called Silly Strings. And then I have some variegated ajuga that came from me from last year, so that's pretty cool. It's loving its spot here, shade, sun, and the beautiful sound of the pond here. All right, now that we're here in this area, I want to show you this bonsai pot with the same tree, the trident maple tree. And it looks like it needs a little trimming because it's getting wild. See that? That's silly. That silly little tree. I have a lily here, and look at my beautiful, beautiful wisteria vine. Yeah, this wisteria is so pretty. I saw a big giant bumblebee here. I was a little intimidated to come see the plant, but now that it's gone, I could show you this beautiful blooms that we have here. And the smell is adorable. And I just love how it wraps around the trellis here. And over here, I have some black-eyed Susans that I grew from seed last year. So maybe this year it will actually bloom for me. Because usually when you plant seeds for perennials, they don't bloom the first year. They just give you leaves. But the second year, they'll probably bloom for you. And this is what this plant is doing for me, which is amazing. Because I could also divide it as well. All right, you guys, so since we're on this side of the town backyard, this is another big project that I have to work on. Dun, dun, dun. It's my corner garden again. When they install the pavers, they put all the stuff on top of these plants, and some of them probably died for me already. Like I know I had some plants underneath there, but those babies are probably gone now. Yeah, so I'm gonna have my husband move these cinder blocks for me. It's gonna be my next video that I want to work on. I know it's not beautiful right now. It's a mess, a really weedy mess, and I hope you guys enjoy this video when it comes out, because it's gonna be a lot of work and it's gonna be a multiple day project work for me as well. But these plants cannot wait to get on the ground and start growing. So I have this flat of plants that I want to put in the ground here. And then I have another section of plants that I want to put in here too. This area is going to be popping with color. All right, so just a quick glance. I'm going to move these pavers and I'm going to move those cinder blocks. Well, my husband is going to do that. I have a pot here full of Jenny Creeper that is taking over, which is really cool. I don't mind at all. As you can see, these little pieces of dollar weeds is found a place here in the pot, and no ma'am, no thank you. Let me see, is this one growing? No, it's not growing. So sad. Anyways, I have another black-eyed Susan here that it just jumped from its clank over there and came on this side. I have some yucca cassava trees here that came back from me. This is like the second time it comes back from me, which is pretty amazing. I have some propagations here, so a lot of little goodies that I could share with other people as well. All right, look at my blueberry plant. So I did not plant this ground cover, but as you can see, this ground cover is getting comfortable underneath here. And oh no, some of them have seeds. No, keep your seeds to yourself, please. Anyways, look at these beautiful blueberries here. Oh my God, my hands is dirty, but don't see that. Beautiful blueberries. Nice. And then look at my grape plant. This is a green grape plant. And as you can see, it has grapes. This time, I am going to put one of those little net bags, so that way it protects the grapes from getting eaten by other bugs and birds, and we could actually taste the grapes this year. That's my goal. But look at this grape. It came back from us from last year. So this is the second year here in the garden, and it looks so happy. And I'm so happy it's happy. As you can see, the ants are forming these aphids. So because the ants like to eat the aphids' poops because of this sugar it has. They farm the aphids and protect them so that way they could get food from the aphids themselves. Look at those things. Mother Nature, I tell you. And then my aloe here, it survived the winter and it came back for me. Obviously these are burnt tips here, but you could just easily, look at that, pop that off. So it needs a cleaning, but this area is gonna be cleaned pretty soon and I cannot wait to do it so that way I can enjoy it from my house inside. And look at those beautiful colors. I was able to move my butterfly plant from that corner to this corner where it's actually gonna get plenty of sun here and it's gonna be so happy. So yeah, I'm gonna move some stuff and plant some stuff and it's gonna be such a beautiful summer show that we're gonna enjoy soon, hopefully. Okay, let me go back over here so I could show you my beautiful crepe myrtle tree. This is my crepe myrtle tree that I got last year for my birthday. Yay! So last year I bought this crepe myrtle. It was very small and skinny, and now it's getting some height and weight. And it's beautiful, and I cannot wait to see it bloom this year. Beautiful light pink flowers, which those are the colors that I like here in my garden. Light pinks, purples, blues. I don't know. It's just gonna be beautiful. And it's gonna be a beautiful privacy hedge, hopefully here for the neighbor. So I do want to move these plants from this raised bed that I have here next to my garden beds. And eventually we'll put these in the ground over there. So that way they could come back for me every year. Look at this one. You see that bloom? Hello. I know I'm gonna get you out of there soon, I promise. Just gotta get that bed cleaned up. And then my fence here, look how clean it is. But obviously you can see the weeds. You can see the dirt patch here, but don't worry about that. I'm not worried about the grass. I love having plants around the garden. These are the lavender plants that we planted on my video earlier this spring, and they are looking gorgeous and blooming, and you see the new growth right there. My rosemary, I should probably touch it. Hi Rosemary, how are you? My bubblegum barrel here with my beautiful rose that I guess this rose is not cool because, you know, it just holds on to the dead blooms when it should hopefully have dropped them. But I mean, they're easy to come and pluck off, but who has time for that when we could be continuing our garden tour here? I mean, thank you, Klaus, for covering the sun. So yeah, 2 plants of Supertinia Vista bubblegum from proven winners, and it's looking gorgeous. It just filled up this whole barrel and it's hopefully drips down, looking gorgeous. My other rosemary, and look at these beautiful weeds. Goodbye. Lavender plant. Rosemary plant. Alright you guys, so here I planted a passion fruit vine, and obviously it got bleached by the sun, but look at the new growth. Look at the new growth. So what we're doing right now is just letting it established on the ground, and hopefully, you know, the new leaves will already get used to the heat of the sun here. Maybe I need to place a little umbrella here so that way it could protect it from the sun. But I do want to keep this vine here because this is the only area available that I could keep this plant. So we're over here by the fence, showing you around the fence area in my backyard. And this is a Chicago fig tree. And last year it gave us some fruit, so I'm pretty sure this year it's gonna give us some fruit since it's already, you know, established down in the ground. So pretty exciting. This is my cocktail lemonade plant. Yeah, it looks like half the shrub died, but the rest of it looks fine. And then look at this beautiful plant here. This is a pineapple guava plant, feijoa tree. And look at those blooms, you guys. First year that is full of blooms like this from top to bottom, and hopefully it will give us some nice fruits to harvest and try. That'll be very exciting. And then some sunflowers that came from me from last year, I gotta move those from there. And then my purple crepe myrtle tree here. I like this spot so much. And this is my another pineapple feijoa tree. Maybe having both of these plants help each other pollinate better. I mean, more flowers that will give us some beautiful fruits. Maybe. So right now we have the beautiful colors that you will need in a garden, which is the reds, the blues, and the yellows. Beautiful colors. And this is my finger lime tree, and it looks like I need to come and cut. It looks like I need to come and cut some of the branches that did not survive the latest winter sap that we had. Our little kumquat shrub. Look at the azalea, looking pretty. I'll probably keep it to 3 feet high, but no more than that, so that way it won't be a big shrub that goes too crazy. But it's loving its spot here since we moved. This ajuga is loving its spot here. We're next to the hydrangea. I had to cut the hydrangea back down more because of it was just the branches on top were not viable. So it's gonna be a small little tree, but I still want to keep it into a low standard tree. Look at that. Oh, I can't wait to see blooms from this. And I was able to propagate some of these in just water. You just get the green part from here and just stick it in water and let it sit there. Change the water every so often when you remember, and then you'll get roots, and then you just got yourself a new limelight tree. Another azalea. This butterfly bush, I don't think it survived. I put it here probably too soon, and I think it died. Look at all these weeds. That's so embarrassing. Look, if you want to know what happens to Creeping Jenny when you forget that you have some and put a pot here, it sure will propagate itself here. So yeah, I think that one's gonna be a bust, and it's just I'm gonna move it from there. And then this is a little crepe myrtle tree. I'm gonna keep this under 6 feet tall. So right now it's like 2 feet, but it's gonna be a little tree. But look at those leaves, just looking very beautiful colors here. And this is my wild photocarpus tree. I don't know why it's looking wild, but maybe I need to come and tie it up to keep it together, because right now it just wants to do its thing. And then over here, I moved my bird of paradise from here. Oh my god, look at this dragonfly. Ooh. So I'm gonna put some cosmos and some zinnias here, along with the dianthus here that you see on the barrel, and it's just gonna be beautiful, beautiful plants that are gonna grow tall and look beautiful. I still need to come and clean this area up. As you can see, it's very, very messy, but I'm gonna come and clean it up. This is my bay leaf, and I need to find a spot for this guy, because as you can see, it's not liking the hot sun as much. This is a Mexican petunia. I need to come here and clean it out so I could just keep it contained in a pot, because it does get very wild. Both of these are hydrangeas, different hydrangeas. Cannot remember the name right now, but two different hydrangeas here. Anyways, this area is going to be another project. And in this area right here, you see that wasp right there? It's looking for caterpillars. But yes, they harvest the caterpillars from the milkweeds. And right now I don't see any caterpillars. I'm looking for them right now. But I do have a clip of the caterpillars that are just roaming around in this area, which is pretty cool. Yeah, she cannot even find any caterpillars as well. So maybe they just turn into cocoons for now. Ooh, did you find one? Over here, I have pomegranate tree, and look, y'all, look at this. This is a pomegranate bloom, and look at the bottom here. It's so waxy, and it feels just like the fruit. It's so pretty. And as you can see, there's more blooms over here too. Oh, that's exciting. Look how tall and beautiful this tree is. This is a pineapple lily plant, and I just love the color of the leaves. Very unique. And then this is the area that we just probably let go wild, banana trees. And then I tried making a little stepping stone walkway here, but it's something that needs to be worked on. As you can see, we still have some water remnants from the rain, but I'm still working on this, so don't judge it yet. Over here, I have some plants that I planted, that I seed. Some chamomile. Chamomiles are so easy to seed, you guys. And I cannot wait to put this in the corner area that we're gonna be working on. I'm gonna plant those there. And then this is some zinnias. These ones are gonna go by the barrel. And then this is some alisums. And those are gonna be like good, cute ground covers to have around in pots. And this is my Japanese purple iris variegated plant. And I'm gonna keep it in this pot, see if it blooms for me here. It's like in a spot for now. This is some mint that will never die, no matter what you do, but it's contained in a pot, so that's where you want to keep it, not in the ground. And this is a guava plant, which it looks a little damaged right now. And look at this area. I like this. I like how I have the little sedum plants on a strawberry planter. So my next plant or project will be to also put some succulents on the little holes here, and just have different little succulents look so pretty popping out of those holes as you walk here down this area. Wouldn't that be cute? I think that'd be cute. But that's another project. Like right now I have a handful of projects that I need to work on, but you're gonna see them in my next videos here pretty soon. This is a papaya tree. So it was very tiny when we got it. It was like 6 inches tall. And now look at this. It's like 12 inches. See? Look at all that new growth right here. All that green is new growth that we just got because this is what we had. That's pretty cool. And then this is going to be my next jellyfish planter here, you guys. This beautiful vine just drapes down, and then it has some beautiful flowers here that you want to choose any color, any flowers you want. And then just fills up this area, and then it's just a beautiful jellyfish planter, they call it. And over here I'm growing some beautiful Eryngium. It's a beautiful sea color of perennial here. As you can see, it's coming up for me. Bulbs that they sell in the bags at Home Depot. Well, I got those for like $5, and I was like, let's see if they grow for me, and they did. They're coming. I cannot wait to show you when they get bigger. All right, you guys, this area is another video that's gonna come up here pretty soon, maybe after this tour on this area, and I cannot wait to show you. But this is the area that I moved my bird of paradise. Okay, so right here, as you can see, you guys, these pavers have been a big game changer. Look how beautiful the pavers are. I'm just so thankful and grateful that we were able to do them. You know, I was planning to do this myself, but then with my medical condition, I could say, I just couldn't do it. I physically couldn't do it, but mentally I was trying to do it, but physically my body was like, no, you cannot do it. You had to hire some help. So I had to do it. I needed to hire some help because I just physically couldn't do it myself. And then also I do have a full-time job, so that's a lot of time that takes away from me as well. So I want to show you the progress of the plumerias here. Looking so beautiful. And the ground covers, some of them did get a little shock, but because I'm trying not to water these plants as much because of the plumerias. But these ones are okay. They just got a little shock because, you know, you put them here and not give them a lot of water, so the roots are like, okay, what's going on? But today we got a nice soak of rain, so the pot is nice and, you know, wet. But they're gonna be fine. Look, it's already blooming here, so new growth right there. So it looks a little sad. They got a little shocked. Those are the old leaves that I planted it with, so those got shocked. But the new growth is coming and is happy, so just gotta give time to things. Okay, so these are my plants that I want to put in the corner garden, and I got them very little, but now they got so big. You see that? This is a pineapple sage, and I want to put them in the corner garden, but I need to clean it up first. Mint. I'm not planting the mint there. The mint is just here because it was raining, so I brought it out to get some water. But I'm gonna plant my lavender there, and then cinnamon basil, pineapple sage, and stevia plant. So I'm gonna plant those over there in the corner because they do get 18 to 30 feet tall and 24 inches wide to 36 inches wide. So they do need a big space for them to grow and be happy. So for now, they're waiting very patiently in this pot, but soon we're gonna put them over there, and hopefully, you know, they grow and fill up the area, because that area is gonna be looking gorgeous this summer. And then this is the other pot. You can see new growth here. You can see new growth here. So they're coming, they're just taking their sweet time for now. And then these ones are doing good here. See, that's a new growth right there. And then this one, yep, new growth. So they're coming. They look a little sad, but by the end of summer, these pots are gonna be filled that you're not going to see the dirt here no more. And over here, I have a caladium growing. So that's cute. And then this is a pick-me-date palm. It's a little sad, but it just got water, so it's a fine. I'm gonna bring it up to my patio. I just need to move some plants around there again. So you know, as a gardener, you're always shuffling and moving plants around the house, in the patio, in the garden. So this plant, I'm gonna be taking it back inside the patio. I just thought it was gonna be pretty out here, but it's actually not being so happy out here. I guess it likes the shade more, or I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be moved from here soon. All right, so as you can see, we are getting sod for this area that goes down the garden here. But little by little, we are getting sod because it's a big project, another expense as well. But we are trying to see different resources where we could get sod cheaper. This one was at Lowe's. It was $4 each. So now we are looking for another place where they have it for $2 each. And that place, we gotta wait until they call us, so that way we could get a bulk of them. So for now, we're just waiting so we could finish this area up and button up this area, so that way this area could look pretty. And then, yes, I need to clean my pond. Alright guys, so the next little tour I'm going to do is my garden bed. Oh, thank you clouds for covering the sun. Perfect timing. I'm going to show you around the garden beds really quickly before we end this tour. I really hope you like and subscribe to these videos. These videos are now perfect, but they are showing a lot of progress that I'm doing here in the garden, and I really hope you guys enjoy that. I'm trying to be my own person and do my own things in my own garden and here in my garden, and I hope you guys subscribe so I could make my own garden friends here in Gardening Little by Little. That'll be very fun. But yeah, I'm sorry if the videos of my garden is not perfect, but we are making progress every day here in the garden, and it's something that I really enjoy doing on the weekends. Okay, so here I have my garden beds, and they are intermingled with perennials, annuals, and some herbs and some vegetables, I could say. So yeah, it's nice to be able to plant some herbs and some vegetables with your annuals and perennials. I really do like that kind of vibe or that kind of style, because having both separate is not ideal for some people. So over here I have a basil, and I need to cut this because I don't want it to get okay. So I have a basil here. I have my black-eyed Susan. Oh man, the leaves is so soft. And then this is a salvia. This is a salvia, and this is a beautiful dahlia. Look at that. So those marigolds that you see, those beautiful colors, those are called big duck marigolds. The plant usually gets really tall too, but it's the first time we planted here, so you know the roots are trying to get established down there. But it's a beautiful, beautiful color here. Look at that. That's nice. Oh, the beautiful basil! I could smell it. This is Thumbelina, black-eyed Susan vine, and I do have some. What is this? This is a weed that I just pulled out. It's a beautiful flower weed. Yeah. This is a butterfly pea vine. As you can see, the vine itself. Oh, it's right here. Right here. A butterfly pea vine. So this is the old growth, and this is the new growth. It does die back in winter, but it drops its seeds, so it kind of like restarts again because it's easy to grow as well. So I have two vines, butterfly pea and black-eyed Susan vine. And over here I'm trying to propagate this coleus. It looks very sad, but and then right here are the remnants of the daffodils. Daffodils lasted me for 3 weeks. Then they started slowing down and started to look sad. Tulips lasted me for, I could say the blooms lasted me for a week and a half. And then the sun just started scorching them, so they just died back to the ground. Over here, part my fingers here as a gardener, I'm touching all the plants here. Over here I have a blanket flower, and you can see the tiny little blooms here. Oh my gosh. And then over here, look, I have a herb, purple sage, and it's growing. You see the new growth here? This is a sun patient, and these are beautiful coneflowers. Oh my goodness. In a few weeks from now, my June project for these raised beds is to fill it up with more soil. But I already have all my weekends booked. So the month of May, all my weekends are gonna be busy. But in June, I'm gonna go get a load of soil on my truck and fill up the beds as high as I can. The plants have nutrition through the summer growing season to feed out of. And yeah, but that's gonna be my June project because I'm gonna be busy. Look at my straw flower. Oh my gosh. I want these flowers to get so tall so I can make a dry bouquet out of them. That'll be so cool. And then my snapdragons, and then purple hearts ground covers. As you can see, the blooms out of my lilies are coming up. Looking gorgeous. And then my husband said it looks like a weed, but this is my foxglove that needs to be cut back. Oh my gosh, I could see new growth right here. Yes. So I'm gonna cut this one back, and I'll show you a little clip here of the bumblebee flying around and going inside this beautiful blooms. So exciting. I do want to collect seeds from this so that way I could grow my own next year. We'll see if I could do that. I was able to collect some seeds from this snapdragons. I'll show you a picture of the bouquet that my daughter did with this beautiful snapdragons and some coneflowers that she got here in the garden, y'all. Oh my God, it's so pretty. I'm gonna post it right here. And it's nice that she's able to come out here, collect some beautiful flowers, put them in beautiful bouquets, and then we can enjoy them inside the house. That's what girls do, you know. We love to collect flowers and put them in bouquets and just romance the ordinary in our own home. Look at these beautiful flowers. And you can see my sunflower popping out of the other side of the garden bed. It's actually planted in the ground, so it could actually grow beautiful like a big tree. See, let me show you really quickly. See? I have a sunflower here, and I have a sunflower here. And I put pencils here so when my husband is mowing the grass and weed whacking, he knows that this is a plant and not a weed. As you can see, around here is full of weeds. And yes, my beds are full of weeds. These are weeds that I don't know how to get rid of, honestly. What I'm doing right now is learning to live with it and not stress about it. I know not every garden is perfect, honestly. So this is what I have in this garden. My nemesis of dollar weeds. And you know what? When I plant stuff, I pluck it out and just move on with my day instead of stressing over this dollar weed. I'm sorry if the dollar weed bothers you. It bothers me, but there's nothing I could do. I do not want to throw any poison stuff here because it might kill my plants. As you can see, this is a vitex tree, but I have it as a little shrub here in my garden bed. Yes, I'm gonna keep it small, like a little bonsai plant. Just cut it back in the winter and just let it be small. It doesn't have to go crazy and big. I'm out here gardening, so I will be taking care of that. My big tall Rudbeckia right here, and then my Maximilia sunflower here. Oh my goodness. Lantana. Like pretty soon this area is gonna be filled out that you won't even see the dollar weed. And then yeah, my purple verbena here, it's loving its spot. It's pretty soon it's gonna fill up this area. This is an aster for fall plant. See, so this is the dollar weed. Let me show you. As I weed it out, more of it comes out. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so this is my backside of the garden beds. It's full of color and looking beautiful. This is my hydrangea. Look at those trunks. Look at that trunk right there. Hydrangea. These were my alliums. Oh, and then this is my Japanese iris, purple Japanese iris, variegated plants. And a salvia here, looking beautiful with this pink bubblegum. Another salvia here. Look at those blooms. And then a coleus. All right, I could show you a picture of my hyacinth bean that I was able to grow in Virginia, and I just want to show you that this beautiful vine is gonna fill up this trellis all the way to the top. It looks so beautiful and gorgeous, and yeah, I cannot wait to show you. And then this is an aster plant. It's doing good. This is the Stokes aster and pink Supertinia Vista bubblegum, a beautiful dwarf rose. And this is a little mini series of rose here that I have in my garden beds. And then look at the white verbena with some patience. Man, they look like they have glitter on inside. So pretty. I need to get more things to fill up this area. I do have some marigolds, and actually I am going to put some chamomile on empty spots in the garden. I'm going to put some chamomile because I know that plant is going to get at least 12 inches wide, so it's going to fill up the little gaps that you see here. And then I already have the plant in hand as well. This is my other bed. But yeah, let me show you a picture here of how beautiful this trellis, this arbor is going to look when the hyacinth bean vine grows on it. As you can see, my hyacinth bean vine is like 6 to 12 inches tall right now. So it looks small, but it's gonna give those beautiful purple blooms and beautiful pots to share seeds with. Look how big this bubblegum is. And then a beautiful pomegranate rose here. And this is a dill. And I have, this is a herb, so I do have herbs around the area, the garden here, so that way, you know, some pollinators will be happy. This is a turnip. Remember those turnips that we planted in my video when I was cleaning my garden beds? Look how big they are. And we grew those from seed, you guys. And then a black-eyed Susan with a blanket flower. Look at the blanket flower, looking so pretty. And then my hydrangea, I cut it back to the stump here. And it's actually growing back for me. So it's loving its spot. It's a happy plant. I'm a happy mama. Beautiful red snapdragons. Look at that. I have white, red, orange, yellow, and pink snapdragons because they're so gorgeous and pretty. This is a lavender, which is an edible plant as well. So, and this is a Swiss chard, looking so pretty. I think having edibles in the garden beds makes them stand up beautifully. And then my cornflower. And then this is an amethyst verbena that the moth was eating out of right now, which is pretty cool. The sun keeps going in and out. This is another Maximilia flower here. And then more iris that I have here. Sorry about my finger, I was touching dirt and flowers. This is my Aspirea. And this is my beautiful variegated Rose of Sharon. And look at those buds, you guys. It's so beautiful. And I'm gonna keep this small. I know the Rose of Sharon gets big and tall, but I'm gonna keep everything, you know, low cut it back when it goes dormant, so when it wakes up it's a right size to have here in the garden. These are my alliums. Look at these alliums. They're supposed to get a little taller, but I'm pretty sure next year it's gonna get taller than what they are right now. You know, it takes time. But this is another Vitex. I'm trying to keep it symmetrical to the other side of the bed, so that way, you know, there's colors, same colors throughout the garden beds here, and it looks, you know, very colorful and symmetrical. Those are gonna have purple blooms too. I hope this is a sedum joy. Succulent plant. These are from daffodils, as you can see, so shriveled. And then my other orange snapdragons. And I just noticed that I'm growing some caladium bulbs here too from last year. I thought they died, but they came back. This is beautiful coreopsis. I have 3 plants here, that's why it looks very bushy. And okay, well, I tried moving this sedum in the middle of the day when it was really, really hot, so that's my bad. I should know better, but I wanted to move it so I could plant some marigolds in that spot. The marigolds are doing fine, as you can see right there. See that? But the sedum was like, nope, you moved me from my spot, I'm not happy. These hostas are getting a little sunburn, but once this beautiful perennial gets big enough, which I need to look the name for this plant again because I forgot, and it's gonna be beautiful plant. It's gonna block the sun, and then these hostas are gonna be happier here. And over here we've been harvesting kale from my turtle. She loves kale. Kale is really good for the turtles, as well as collard greens, other greens. But I'm gonna be so sad when this kale dies back in late summer. I don't know if we could grow kale during the summer here. Probably will wilt back. I'm pretty sure the Swiss chard is gonna die back in the summer too. Like when we get the hot heat, tense summer. But right now it looks very happy. As well as the kale, I'm gonna be so sad to let it go. Let me take that weed off. And this is a Shasta Daisy perennial that we planted from seed a year ago. And a year ago it did not give us blooms because it was the first year. But now this is the second year and it's giving us bloom just like the Black-Eyed Susan. That's pretty exciting. And then those marigolds here were seeded on their own. They just fell off the blooms from the old growth and waited for this spring to start blooming. Look at this. It's so cool. And then this hostas, they don't mind the let me take those blooms off because these are weeds. They don't mind the sun. That's pretty cool. And this is I know I have a tag here. This is a meteor shower verbena from Proven Winners. And it came back from me from last year because I thought it was gonna die back. Oh, let me get this weed. I'm pretty sure that's a weed. Anyways, this is some onions. They're doing good here. This is a female ginkgo that we cannot wait to put it in a bonsai plant pot. And yes, we're so happy that it came back from us because we thought it died, but it did not die. It's happy. Beautiful, beautiful Senorita rose flower from Pruin Winners, and I've been having this plant for 2 years. I was just hiding somewhere in the garden, so once we put this raised beds here, I decided to put it here because we are able to enjoy it better, and I cannot wait for it to open its blooms. Over here we are finally getting the open first bloom from the iris that we moved from the other side of the garden to the raised beds. And you see the new buds here. Look at this bloom. Look at this bloom, so beautiful. I think it's the rhythm of color iris. Do not quote me on that. I'm just guessing. And then some alliums. But yeah, look at the yellow snapdragons and the yellow marigolds. I guess, and the yellow coreopsis. That's so funny. But we do have some purple flowers coming here soon, so the colors are gonna be tagging each other well. And then, as you can see, we gotta cut back the foxglove because we are getting new foxgloves here, and then this is the old ones. I wonder if you could collect seeds from these. I need to see what the seeds look like too in the yeah, I'm gonna Google that, how to collect seeds from the foxgloves. And then here, oh, are those new leaves? This is a Fortagilla shrub, and I really hope I get blooms this year. If I could find a picture, I'll put it up here of how this plant's supposed to look like. But if I have it, it's because I really loved it when I bought it, so that's why it's probably still here. And then over here, looks like I have an empty spot that needs to be planted with something, so that way we could get rid of those dollar weeds. And then, as you can see, I love how this plant just fills up this whole area here around this post. And then soon it's gonna be very, very tall plants that we're not gonna see this post. Just give it a minute, it's gonna get there. And then over here I have some Mexican petunia that probably is gonna take over this bed, but I'm not gonna let it. All right, you guys. It was sprinkling a little bit, but then it stopped. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a lot of work being out here in the garden, but it's so much fun, so much good therapy it has given me. Not think of anything else besides my beautiful plants and the style that I'm trying to make this garden into. I really like the cottagey style, but then I like the clean style as well, because having too much weeds is just too much. But as you can see here in the video, everything looks contained. Pretty soon we're gonna fill this area with grass, and then work on this area a little better to make it work the way we want it. I really cannot wait to get that started. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.